Angle y'all just right. And I can't seem to get new lighting fixed up. It's a little bit better. Good morning, good morning. Pulling out a couple more things. I just found. All right. Let's set these out. Hi, Victor George. All right. I think that's all that's going to fit there. I don't know how to get better lighting in here. Just moved, so I'm still figuring it out. All right. Good morning, Victor George. Good morning. Let's see. I guess it doesn't look too bad. See it on my other screen over there. Okay, let's see what we can get started with. We'll do the newer inventory first, and then switch over to glass, which some of the glass is new as well. So, okay. Let's do these little, I don't know if they'd be cups or I was thinking I bought some for myself as well for like little planters. I figured springtime these would be really cute planters. I love the blue and white. It's designed in New York. Two's company, so it is newer, contemporary, but I just love the vintage blue and white feel to it. These will just be $5 each. Let me pull that up. Take a little picture. I'll do this one. Just $5 starts. Ooh. Let's turn down that weight on the shipping. I do combine shipping. Any overages over $1 gets refunded back to you. Oh, let me get my measuring tape. Okay. Sorry about that. I kind of scoot myself to the side so I can maximize the outside light. I think that's what I need to do. Okay. So these little cuties are 3 1/4 by 2 5/8. Hi, Emily. Good morning, good morning. All right, so these are both designed in New York, Two's Company. Blue, they have both have the blue and white, but one has like the panels on it. And they are just $5 each. Kind of run that choice since it's two. Hi, Herperta. And these are running. They're a little over 2.25 tall and then 2.5 tall. No. Oh my goodness. A little over 2.5 tall, and it's 3.25 wide at the top. Perfect little planters. All right, thank you for looking at those. If anybody's interested, I can absolutely rerun them. We have this cute little car planter, baby nursery planter. There's the inside. A little bit of staining. I can try to get that off before I send it out, but there's no damage, and that's just on the inside. It is USA Pottery. I couldn't determine if this was Shawnee or what was the other one? Shawnee or I don't think it's Royal Copley. I don't think they did like the little baby planters, but I'll pull that guy up. And this one's just a $6 start. Let me know if the music is too loud. I just like something in the background for it not to just be me talking. All right, and this guy's running. The little planter opening is 2.5 by 2. The truck is 3.25 by 4.5. Thank you. Okay. So I have this glass little bud vase. It does have just a couple call outs on the very top. Just right up here, a couple flea bites on the edge. And then that's just a inner bubble. It almost looks like part of the design because it's exactly on both sides. It's very fun tulip looking vase. And it is signed Craig Campbell, 1984. And it says, "Good luck, Char." You can see "Good luck." And then there's the signature. Super smooth bottom. This is just a $12 start. I love the pink cranberry ombre. And it just disappears into the beautiful design. Cranberry, pink, to clear, ombre, the base, signed. Just $12 start on this one. This is a little bit heavier, so let me change the weight on that one. I'm sorry for my sniffles. I'm getting over some allergies trying to take me out. Hi, Javada. We're looking at this vase. It is signed with like a sentimental note on it. It says good luck, Char or Charlie. Can't see. Or it's just Charles. But it's 1980, signed 1984. So technically vintage. It's a beautiful ombre color, cranberry to clear. Chew. Excuse me. And it is 6 3/4 tall, and it's about 3.5 wide. And that one's running. Look how pretty that color is. Very subtle, but it's very nice. Very shiny bottom. Okay, thank you for looking at that. I also have this piece. You can see right here is the call out. It has come separated itself from here, broke. But when you stand it up, you can't even tell. Very pretty wooden, multi-tone, like 3 section divided little fruit ball, or kind of be cool if there were some marbles in here. But you can see like there was just like a little crack and they kind of separated a little bit, but they still come together very nicely. There you go. Very nice piece. I'm going to get a listing going on this. Collapsible wooden divided basket. Floral carving. One section. Just folds back down. Just getting those pictures in the listing too. This is just a $15 start. The weight is good. It is very pretty. Like the wood tones are so gorgeous. I just love the dimension that it has. And then here's the back. Just look at all that tone, different tone of the wood. I have definitely come to appreciate wooden items. Next life, hello. But it is priced because of that the crack in there that you can see a little better when it's folded down. But it is a sturdy piece when it's up. Like they just come back together and it's completely useful. Get some measurements on it. see. It is about 8 inches tall from the base all the way standing up. And at its widest, it is 11.5 inches. So let me actually change that box. Sorry, y'all. Gonna get it all situated so there's no like changes on the back end. That part just gets frustrating. Let me get this right. Okay. I'm gonna run this one. I just love the florals on the bottom. I'm a flower girl. Love all the flowers and wooden carvings. All right, thank you for looking at that. Keep so I can just admire it over here. Okay, now to some fun pieces. Let me go ahead and get the listing going. So it's kind of hard to see. Let's see if I change angles on the light. No, that's worse. Okay, yeah, that's a little better. Sorry, you guys. I still have not figured out the best lighting for this room. There we go. He's a happy horse. There is a call out just on the ear. I don't know if you can see that. But it's almost like, no, it is a little chip. At first, it just looked like the paint itself got chipped away or the glaze. But, this is a $32 start. Hi, Call Monkeys. Let me set you down so I can put it to you. Okay. So again, little teeny tiny call out is on the ear, but because it's where you can't even tell because of the redware shining through with that pale yellow glaze. And I think the flowers, of course, are my favorite, but I love the mane, the texture, the tail. This will obviously come off when it comes out to whoever it goes to next. And it is signed. I'll re-show that signature real quick. Like, I think I can get this off pretty easily. There we go. Okay. So it looks like Mary Fortno or Fortner. I think that's E-R. Fortner. I could not find her specific, like, or any other works by her or anything like that. But it's just so pretty with like kind of the cottagecore style being popular. It goes right with that. It is 7 inches tall. And at its widest, it's about 7 inches. 7 by 7. Nice little square bulbous horse. I think that hole is just for the firing process so it doesn't like explode since it is pretty solid on the bottom. Pretty sure that's what I learned in art class in high school. So it is redware. Hi, BMP. One Thunder 2. So just some cool names here at NYX. I love it. All right, so this is running. Beautiful little floral horse statue. Just look how pretty. Just keep spinning. Thank you for looking. Okay. This is such a fun piece. So I found this at the same place as the horse, which is actually where I have my booth, but it was too good to like leave behind. I'll touch you up a little bit. Cute little redware horse. And it is marked Mexico. And it's made in Mexico by Candy. Cangee. I don't know if you can see it right here. There we go. Made in Mexico by Candy. I couldn't find anything on this in my research. But it is Mexican pottery, redware, unicorn planter. Let me go and make a listing. So by Candy, not Cancer, Candy. Unicorn, redware, planter. There's no call outs on this one. This is 36. Hi, Darling Creations. Good morning. I had sent you a message after your show the other day. I was just making sure you saw it. If you don't see the message, let me know and I can resend it. I was interested in another piece from your show and I missed out on it. So to the very top of the horn, it's 8 1/4 tall. And the widest, it's 9 inches. Like, just very, very well done. I love a speckled glaze. I don't know why. But using the redware underneath the glaze to add texture, stunning. And there's the marking right here. Made in Mexico by Candy. And that one is running. Beautiful unicorn. All right, thank you, thank you. I have this very pretty ironstone made in England pot. I love the ironstone design, just that basic leaf. This is just, it's wipeable. There we go. All fixed. No damage to the handle, the lid, the spout. Looks like there is a inner stain right here on the bottom. There you go. But it's Sterling Colonial, English Ironstone, J&G Megan, made in England. There is some crazing, as you can see, but just sprinkled throughout, like one right here, and just a little bit right here. But there's no chips, cracks, damage, flea bites, or anything. It's in great condition. And then here's the lid. In great condition as well. Little finial is great. Excuse me. This is just a $18 start on this Ironstone little tea or coffee pot. Goodness, I cannot type this morning. Ironstone tea. Okay. Let's get a measurement on it. It is 10 3/4 tall. And at the very widest, it is 8.5 inches. And here is the bottom again. Hi, J-Rock. Good morning, good morning. And that one is running. Beautiful Ironstone. Classic, again, with the core style. That's pretty popular right now. All right, thank you. Next that we had already on stage here is this beautiful, rustic painted little shelving unit. Let me get you up closer. I'm going to leave it in the back here, but you can see all the drawers are working. All the little hooks at the bottom are in good condition. This is a $38 start. Up the weight on this one. Since it's decently flat, I can probably still keep this as combined shipping, at least for US. There's the drawers, there's the top. And it does have the hanging attachment on the back. They're both in good condition. Very solid. I love the little ruffled detail on the bottom. I did use this for a little bit. I just don't have a spot for it anymore, so it's time to move it along to somebody else who would appreciate it. And it is 13 by 14 and a half. So this is running. Beautiful little shelving unit, wall hanging with the hooks at the bottom. The hardware and the painting just go together so well. Thank you for looking at that. Okay, I have just one more piece before we move on to just the glass. So I've had a couple pieces of this before, and I love it. Like the gray with the navy blue design. Just very simple all the way around. Great toothbrush holder. Cotton ball holder for anything really for the bathroom. Or a nice little planter because it is glazed all the way through. And it is signed. Is it Jonathan Kessler? CSE Studio Pottery. I think that might be. Is it Jonathan? Maybe. I don't know. There's the bottom. I'll get a picture. It's just a $5 start as well. Let me fix the weight. Okay. All right. That's loading up. So this top part is 3 3/4, and it is 3.5 tall. It's just a little bit wider, like right at 4 inches wider. And this one is running. Does anybody have plans for the weekend other than watching the paperweight sale? Paperweight train? Thank you for looking. Okay. All right. Let's move on to some glass. This beautiful amethyst cut to clear vase, bowl, whatever you want to call it. There's the inside. It's not flash, it is amethyst glass over the clear. Hi, Haley B. Welcome in, welcome in. Thank you for joining me. We are headed into our glass. And this is a beautiful cut to clear vase with the amethyst glass. This is an $18 start. Change the weight. There's no marking on it. I'll show you the bottom here in just a second. It is a nice polished bottom. This is just a bubble. It's just a bubble that's right there. There's no damage. This is just like old sticker residue. It is hand blown. You can see kind of where it was smoothed out down there. Measure it. The opening is, or the top part is 4 3/4. It is 6 3/4 tall. And is about 6.5 inches wide. So nice piece. That one is running. Just $18 start on that one. I think we are going to go golfing. Welcome back, Carperta. I think my family and I are going to go golfing tonight after my husband's work lunch. I'm excited. Really started to get into golfing. It does help that we did move onto the golf course. So we love our new house. All unpacked, moving in, getting used to everything. It is funny though, we're only like 20 minutes from our old house. Completely different city, still in the same county, which I was surprised about that, but thank you for looking. Hi, T. Martinez. I'm sorry I missed you popping in. Thank you for joining us. Let's do this chalet glass. This was in my last show. It is a newer piece that I've found and bought. But I've never had chalet glass before, so I just thought it was really cool to have found it. Here's the marking. Chalet Canada. Looks like there's the teeniest of flea bite right there. Excuse me, sorry about that. Just around the base. But like, hi, Honeybee Vintage. Farley. Oh, hi. I didn't even see you pop in, Farley. I'm so sorry. Hi, Gigi. Welcome in, everybody. And yes, I can definitely rerun that. Let me pull this fish. Is it okay? So tell me, is this a fish or a dolphin? Because this kind of makes it more of a dolphin to me. But when I was looking it up, nothing came up for chalet dolphin. So I'm just gonna do $23 start on this. Let me drop the weight down. Sorry, guys. Update. All right. Let's measure this. It is 5 1/4 by 6 1/2. And this one is running. It is chalet glass. Made in Canada. There's the marking. Very pretty signature. I love the green and the blue. Thank you for looking. Let me get that basket back up here. It's a little dusty. I'll get that off there. Hi, Rulu Kind. Love. before I run it, I wanted to make sure you can see the call out on it. There is a little crack right here, so when it goes down, they are separated right here. It almost looked like it got burned. I don't know. That wasn't me. That was previous owner, I guess. But when it comes back up, it comes together nicely, and it's like it won't mess with anything that's in there. So let me pull that back up. Okay. It is very cool. I love the carving and design for sure. And that is running for you. And again, it was 9.5 inches tall by 11. Yeah, 11 inches tall. All right, congratulations. That is yours. Thank you, thank you. You are very welcome. Thank you for your bid. Anything that's already been run, it should be in the bin, the store. If you want me to pull anything back out, I can. Let me set you back down. Let's run this little dimple vase. It is Amberina. It does glow. Here, the Ponto was able to show you the glow. There it is. You can kind of see it like that. Here you go. Glows orange. Fix that light. Okay. All right. I think I have this in here somewhere. Little dimple bud vase. Sorry, I could have swore it was in here. I'm double checking because I don't want there to be a duplicate listing. Okay, well, I don't have a listing for this. Let me make one. I'm not sure who to attribute this to. Amberina Dimple. This is just a $8 start. I'm going to change the weight on that. I'm so sorry, guys. Bear with me. And this little opening is 1 3/4, and it is 4 3/4 tall. There's that pontil, hand blown, no signatures. It's just really pretty and dainty. Look great in the windowsill, and is running. Is it 4 1/4? No, 4 3/4 tall. All right, thank you for looking at that one. I have this really stunning crystal vase with kind of like the pulled feather pressed design on it. It is pressed crystal. It is a crystal glass. I'm pretty sure I have a listing for this one. There it is. Just a $20 start on this guy. Oh, well, it's a buy it now. It's $20 for this guy. It's 4 1/4 on the mouth by 8 1/2 by 4 inches. It's very stunning. It catches the light really well. There's the bottom. There's no signatures on this one. See if I can change it real quick to auction. There it is. Let's change it. And I'll move it down to 18. I don't want 30 seconds. That's my bad. Sorry. Okay. $18 start on this beautiful like diamond point with like the pulled feather or like pulled leaf design. Thank you for looking at that one. We'll do another clear glass. There's a Rosenthal made in Germany. Hi, Dixie. Good morning. Good morning. Thank you for coming in, hanging out. Okay. I guess I need to make a listing for this one. Thought I had it. Maybe it's in here. Nope. Okay. We'll just make a listing. Oop. Sorry. So Rosenthal, Germany. Clear and satin glass wave bowl. $20 start on this one. Oh, let's measure it. It is 9 1/4 inches wide by 6 1/2. That one's running. I like the satin contrast. Just makes it look more like water and like it's capping. And then there's the Rosenthal marking. Thank you for looking at that one. Excuse me. So I just love this piece. Little Victorian crimped basket. And unfortunately, when I got it, it already had all the damage. I just couldn't leave it behind. Hi, Hetty. Good morning. How are you? Hi, Skyless Lit. Sorry I missed you earlier. Thank you for popping in, hanging out. I'm dropping this down to $8 start on this one. It is antique glass. It is a woven quilted cranberry to white ombre. And I like that it's a square. Hi, Tiffany's treasure chest. I like that it's square versus like most of what you see with like the crimping is round. There are several call outs. I just couldn't leave it behind. It's just too pretty of glass. I'll show the bottom. It looks like it was a bubble and like it popped right here. Some more like poppage, bubble damage. There's the bottom down there. There is a lot of damage, but it's still just so pretty. I couldn't leave it behind. A little breakage right here on that casing, and then another one right here. It's so sad because of how pretty it is and how old it is. There's the bottom. Nice and smooth, no marking. The cased white. Oh, it's just so pretty. Like this side looks great. Little schmutz and like cracking right there to where some dirt has got in, but it's got a good side. So I just couldn't leave it behind. It's just too pretty. I'll run that for $8. It is 4 inches by 3.5. It's running. Thank you for looking at that one. So this one is sad too because I didn't see the damage when I got it. I was just so excited to find it, but you can see all the way around. It's almost like this top part broke off and I glued it back together. You can see the seam right here. I mean, it's a really good job. They used good glue for glass. There's just a lot of texture to this. The Millefiore. There's the bottom. Pull that one up. Oh, and it's running. Sorry. Oh my goodness. I didn't mean to push that button. It's 5 inches tall. The opening is 2.25. All right, thank you for looking at that one. do have this mini hen on nest. Now the slag glass is popular along with it being a hen on a nest. There is the W. Oh my gosh, why can't I think of what that's from? Me. Oh, I can't think of what the marking is. It is Wilkerson. So sorry. That is the Wilkerson glass marking. You see the W in there? Oh, Wilkerson, USA is what's right next to it. W. And there's the basket with the slag glass. Very pretty. And the top also has the Wilkerson marking in it. This will run for $48. Hello. Welcome in. Hi, Lou. How are you doing? Okay, so this is a mini one. Sorry, I got distracted. And it is 4.5 by 3.5. I'll show you all the way around. Hi, J Sweet. Very, very pretty slag glass piece. And she is running. She is Wilkerson glass. Beautiful blue. Yep. Lots of the gradient on this one. I love it. I don't think it glows. On the white, there is a little bit of an orange color. So I guess it kind of does. Yeah, it kind of does. But not a whole lot. You really have to look at it. Thank you for looking. This is a new piece. It is Steve Maine, 1984. It is green. It almost looks like a marble that was turned into a vase, if that makes sense, with like the swirls. Like the design is cased in the clear You can kind of see it like that. It's the inside. And it is signed. Steve Main. I think it's M-E-I-N. I can't tell. It's M-A-I-N. But it is Steve, and it's 1984. It's a nice vintage piece. There's no damage. Yeah, it just looks like a marble that was turned into a vase. It's really cool. This is also a $48 start. Let me get a picture of the box real quick. Okay, sorry to be all around like that. Okay, let's get some measurements while that wakes up a little bit. So the very top is 2.5 inches by 9.5 inches. Hi, Mel's Collectibles. Oh, thank you for the raid, Bayberry Boutique. I'll run this one and then I'll run a little something for $1 for the raid. Thank you, thank you. I hope you had a good show. Okay, we'll go ahead and run this one. Again, this just looks like it's like a marbled effect. Like the design is cased in the inside of that clear glass. See the inside. Hi, Kathy G. Good morning, good morning. Thank you so much. Oh, I'm so glad yours was good. It's so fun. I hope you have a good rest of your day. Thank you again so much. All right, so I have the perfect little piece to run for $1. Isn't it cute? Okay, just needed to get a picture, sorry. Fix the weight. Okay, so hi, Belle. I am not sure what it says, if I'm being honest, but it says something like Liechtenstein. Liechtenstein is what like the little emblem says on there. It's just a cute little metal cup, toothpick holder, whatever you'd like to do with it. It's got a fun like faux patina cover on it. It is like a coppery bronze metal at its base. So we'll run this. It is running for $1. Use a little 1.5 by 1.5. Thank you for looking. Okay. I have this DPS Paula, like smoke gray brown, smoky brown is what I'd call it. Like diamond point vintage vase. I think I already have a listing for this. There it is. This is just a $9 start. Oh, man. Let me change that over here. Let me change it so I can run it. Sorry, guys. I wasn't sure what I wanted to pull out, like glass-wise, so. Okay. Ooh, not 30 seconds. All right, and it is running. The top is 4 inches by 9 inches. It's very pretty, like smoky brown color. The bottom. Hi, Adina. Good morning, good morning. Take a look at the bin. Take a look at the store. See what I've already run. If you're interested in any of those things, I can absolutely bring it back up. I do combine shipping. On most pieces, unless they're just too big or too fragile to go together with anything. So technically it is glass because it is enamel. That's why I pulled it up. But look how stunning she is. I love the birds and of course the flowers. Flowers are my vibe. And there's like a little bit of like pinky color in this. It is enamel on copper. Pull that up. So it's 7.5 inches. But there is a chip of the enamel right here. And the teeniest one right here where there's some of the patina on it. But the design itself is intact. Just look how pretty. Very beautiful on the wall gallery quality for sure. There's no signatures on it that I could see unless it's hidden in the design. And there's the back. Thank you for looking at her. I have this Viking Amberina or tangerine bonbon dish with some white flower enameling on it. I haven't seen another one with the enameling on it. I thought that was really cool. It does glow. It has quite the glow. Very, very pretty. There you go. You can really see it. That yellow is what glows. Quite the stunner. So it's the Viking Bonbon Dish, Amberina. With the white enameling on it. She is 6 inches by 5.5 by 3.25. Go ahead and run her. And she does glow with the black light. Thank you for looking. I have this beautiful piece from last week's show. A little bit. Here we go. Just nautical and with this, like seashells, what this looks like, and that, and this just looks like a wave just picking it up out of there. And this reminds me of like sand to the water. It's just so cool. So sorry for the sniffles. I know that's annoying. It's a little goblet. The person I got it from had mentioned like it was from B&A Glassworks, but I couldn't find anything like that. I couldn't find a maker for this. Just look at the iridescent detailing to this glass, and then just the pretty color of the blue and the shiny like gold on the bottom with the mauve. It is just all together, like put together, stunning. The inside is 3 3/4 deep with the opening 3.5. All together, it is 9 1/4 inch tall. Let's go ahead and move that to stage. I'm going to drop it down to 85. It's just a magnificent piece of glass. I love it so much. We'll run that one. Excuse me. Thank you for looking. Let me see what else I can pull out for glass, or if anybody sees anything in the store that they want to see up close, just let me know. Excuse me. that really fun paperweight or bookend. This is Swedish. It's a polar bear. We pull him up. Whoop. So it's by Mats Jonasson. It's crystal. It is a panda bear. Hi, Jazz Tiger. Good morning, good morning. There is the signature on the bottom. And he's just so cute. I'll put this behind him so you can see him a little bit better. He is a $32 start. I'm going to run him. He is 5.5 inches tall, I believe by 5. Yeah, 5.5 by 5 inches. Thank you for looking. And because it's spring, they're not class, but because it's spring with planters, these vintage pair of boy and girl planters, just so cute. If anybody's interested in me running or rerunning the blue and white ceramic planters, they're just $5 each from the very first item on the show. These little beauties are $18. There are no markings on the bottom. Here's the bottom. Here's the back of this guy. Just got some sticker schmutz that'll be taken off and some crazing. The inside. He has no damage. And to me, these look like that there's glaze and these little like notches on her basket, like they're supposed to be there. You can see it. It looks glazed on that. Like it's not a chip, I don't think. And just a little bit of schmutz that I can get off. But they are 5.5 and 5.25 inch tall by 3.25 and 3 inches. And that's running. All right, thank you for looking at those. I think I'm gonna head out now. I'm starting to like sniffle and throat's getting dry. So we'll go ahead and raid into somebody else. Hi, Spotty Turkeys. Hello, hello. I'll be back on Monday, and I'll have more items in the store, hopefully. And I think we'll just shop the shelves on Monday. See what we can find. Try to get more organized so like you can see more things just by looking at like through the camera. So give me a follow if you're interested in the Shop the Shelves on Monday show. If you go into the host notes, you can see what my Facebook page is. It's Mo Rye Finds, just like my name. Follow me on Facebook so I can start streaming on there. I think that'd be helpful to me. I'd be very grateful to you for the follow. I'm going to start doing more on there. So yeah, let's see who else is on. Let's go to Miss Michelle. Hmm, let's see who has the least. Let's just go to Michelle. Bye, guys. Thank you.